what's going on, Yo Bro Nation? I am Zach, your host, here on the Yo Bro Nation YouTube channel, and welcome back to our MCU Cinematic Universe reviews. We are in Phase 2 now. As we had transitioned, we are now done with the events of the Avengers movie, and we are moving forward into Phase 2, and we are kicking it off with Iron Man 3, because I freaking think this movie's a lot better than a lot of people give it credit for. But we'll get there. But before we do that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you're able to know what we're doing at all times, like a creepy stalker that you are. But I love you. Also, follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget to share this video. Tell your friends about it. I'm sure they'd love to hear it. Now I got the hiccups. Ain't that great timing? But I'm not stopping. I'm just going to keep going. It doesn't even matter. In the end, it doesn't even matter. So yes, talking about Iron Man 3, the third and final Iron Man movie. Of course, Robert Downey Jr. appears in other movies after this, but you get my drift. Anyways. So this movie, of course, does star Robert Downey Jr. once again as Tony Stark / Iron Man, Gwyneth Paltrow again as Pepper Potts, Sir Ben Kingsley as the Mandarin, or is he? Spoilers in this video. Guy Pearce is in this movie, Don Cheadle, Rebecca Hall, Jon Favreau's Happy Hogan, and a young little kid named Harley, played by Ty Simpkins. There's other people. Stan Lee is in this. He's a pageant judge. Paul Bettany, once again, is Jarvis in this movie. And it's a whole big cast. It's a pretty good cast. Really good cast. Now, with this movie, oh man. Okay, so this is definitely a different Iron Man movie than the previous two. At this point, Tony is suffering from PTSD from the ending of the previous movie, The Avengers, when he's falling back from the... Yeah, I didn't even mention this in my review about Tony doing this, but when he takes that freaking missile up, the nuke, into space through this portal, and he falls back in, goes unconscious, almost dies. Yeah, he's got a little bit of a PTSD thing, and I can't believe I didn't even mention that in my review, but hey, it happens. But anyway, so yeah, and he's trying to adjust, but so he's really, really into his work, and it's putting strain on him and Pepper. And then Rebecca Hall, who plays Maya, she shows up, claiming to be an ex of Tony's. It's a whole thing. And then the whole fucking house on the side of the hill of Tony's gets destroyed. He ends up without it. And shit just goes downhill from there. I'll put it that way. Shit goes downhill from there. Tony ends up in this small town where his suit barely was working. His Iron Man suit's not working. So you end up with Tony Stark in this movie without the suit. Like, probably about 80-something% of this movie is Tony with no suit. Meanwhile, you got Guy Pearce, who is a rival, working for a rival company, trying to, create weapons, etc. You're getting the freaking videos from the Mandarin. So the Mandarin is the main villain of the movie, but you got Tony also dealing with this guy Pearce, Aldrich something, I don't know, Killian, that's it. Who you find out at the beginning of the movie, he kind of pushed off to the side before like back in the 90s or some shit. It's a lot of different story threads going in, but they all do connect by the end of the movie. Now, if you don't know, and you haven't seen this, and you want to see this, and you don't want spoilers, go ahead now. I'm going to tell you the ending. Because all the stuff in the middle is just Tony being super smart, Tony figuring out how to get the suit up and running, and Tony figuring shit out. But Don Cheadle ends up losing his suit to the real antagonist of the movie, Killian, who end up finding out is like this super-powered dude who can like burn shit with his hands and fuck and shit like that. And that he's seeking revenge on Tony. And that's why he set everything up. So you find out that Sir Ben Kingsley, who's great in this movie, isn't really the Mandarin. He's an actor who was hired. Trevor, let me just look at it. Slattery. Yeah, he's an actor. Killian is the real Mandarin, or supposedly the real Mandarin, and there's rumors that that wasn't even the real Mandarin, that we haven't seen the real Mandarin, and we probably never will. But, so, he's already captured Pepper, who he's now infected Pepper with something that he has, so Pepper's like melting shit, right? It gets really crazy at the end, but you get a fight with, you know, the Iron Man suit getting melted by this dude. He's already tried to kill the president, and Tony, you know, got a whole bunch of suits that worked all at the same time to be kind of like decoys. Like, it's really, really a lot of stuff happens, and it's not all in order, but it was a lot. A lot of things happened in this movie, but ultimately, dude turns out to be the Mandarin. That was the big twist that no one saw coming, and pissed off a lot of people with this movie. And I mean, like, a lot of people. So people look down on this movie because of that one thing. And in actuality, in my opinion, yeah, it's a bad twist, but I still thought the movie was good overall. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that twist that happens either, but I still found this movie enjoyable. I still found the movie to be a good, enjoyable movie. But, of course, by the end, Tony does end up defeating this dude, actually with the help of Pepper. Pepper kind of defeats him. Pepper's like this glowing hot thing, and Tony asks her to marry him, and they go off to live happily after that, sort of. And the movie kind of ends. That's the basis of the movie, man. You go watch it. It's not a bad movie. It's a really enjoyable movie if you go watch it. But that was my review of this movie. It's a lot. It's a lot in this movie. And it does a lot to set it up. Tony calling him out and being attacked. Like, straight up calls out the Mandarin. And it starts this whole domino effect. And it's Tony learning to accept who he is. Tony learning to overcome his PTSD. Which you still get little bits in other movies. You see it's kind of still there. And I really liked it. I did like that whole PTSD thing, but it's limited. It's a limited story in this movie. And it didn't need to be a big part. It's just a little thing that you just know he's dealing with that he slowly has to overcome. So, but that was my review. Thank you guys for watching that review with me. You guys can check out these other videos. I have A Christmas Story, where I do have an announcement pertaining to the beginning of the next year. This is the second to last video of the year. Then you guys won't get another video for a week, as I am gone for vacation for the entirety of a week. That's there. You guys can, other information about the channel is also in that video, so that's linked right here. I always get this stuff backwards. You guys can check out other movies that I did. Spider-Man No Way Home, Jingle All the Way. Both of those are up on the channel. You can check both those out. The links are popping up as we speak. You guys can go check those out. I want to thank you guys, though, for, joining me today. Go ahead and leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of the movie. Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Whatever. Let me know. And don't forget, follow us, Twitter, Facebook, subscribe, all that good stuff. Just saying it. Happy New Year's, everyone. Hope you guys have a great year. I'll see you guys a little bit later this evening with my other review for Thor: The Dark World. That's going to be next, so you guys can watch that. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. So remember, stay safe, stay healthy, and above all else, join the nation. Talk to you later.